Alrighty. We should be live on YouTube now. We have got ourselves a pretty serious situation ongoing. Let me go ahead and get everything set up here. I've got my audio on, sweet. We have got ourselves an extremely dangerous and deadly tornado ongoing north of Hopkins Park, Illinois. If you are included in this tornado warning, you need to be running, not walking to your safe spot. This is a large, damaging, and potentially violent tornado that we have ongoing just northeast of South Kankakee, where we previously saw a significant to violent tornado impact that portion of town as well. The Kankakee Community College and Greater Kankakee Airport is kind of the area where we think took a direct hit potentially from this significant to violent tornado. So, if you are included in this tornado warning, make sure you are seeking shelter immediately and be prepared to seek shelter if you are out ahead of this tornado warning, because there's a good chance that this tornado, I shouldn't even say a good chance, there's a 100% chance that this tornado warning will be continued into portions of northwestern Indiana. So again, out there in Lake Village, Samava Resorts, as well as Woodland and Ileana Heights along the Illinois-Indiana state line, you need to be ready to seek shelter immediately as this violent, disastrous, deadly tornado approaches here. Again, this is just north of Hopkins Park. This is a destructive tornado. We've had this kind of velocity signature here for the past 30 minutes or so that indicates that we have a violent tornado ongoing. And the new velocity scan, there's a little bit less impressive, admittedly, but again, this is still a nasty, discrete, disgusting supercell that has produced a violent tornado previously and could still be at this very moment. This could just be a bad and a messy velocity scan. This cannot be taken as any serious indication that our tornado has occluded. So again, if you're out here near the Lake Village in the Sumava Resorts area, you need to be running, not walking to your safe spot. We have ourselves an extremely rare moderate risk of severe weather today in place for portions of the upper Midwest. We've got ourselves this driven by a 15% double-hatched tornado probability, the first double-hatched risk in history. And again, this event is already performing. This was always a conditional, but potentially, again, significant threat for intense to violent tornadoes here across much of northern Illinois. It was all about whether or not storms were going to convect south of the warm front and whether or not they were going to be discrete. And unfortunately for the people of northern Illinois, that ended up happening. So, again, we have got to make sure that we are covering all of our bases today. Admittedly, it's not just Illinois that we're watching for this significant tornado threat. Down in Texas as well, we've already seen a couple of big-time tornadoes down here in the central and southern portions of the state. Right now, we've got a tornado warning for Putnam, Texas, as well as a tornado warning for Leakey, Texas. This storm down here to the south near Leakey is producing significant to potentially even extreme hail here. Again, look at that nasty double hail spike that we got pointing out towards Camp Wood. For anybody that's not familiar with what a hail spike is, whenever we say that, we mean this little feature here. What's happening is the radar is trying to penetrate through all this rain and hail and whatever else, and it's getting stuck on something, and it's not mountains. It is this extremely dense and thick hail core that we have here. So again, we have hail that is so big that it kind of creates this little glitch effect on radar. And they did just upgrade this severe thunderstorm warning to being warned for baseball-sized hail now. So again, if you are out here near Leakey, Texas, you need to be running indoors and away from windows. If you happen to be on the road and listening somehow, you need to get inside immediately. Again, this is the kind of hailstorm that will shatter your windshield. If you haven't already and you got time, bring your car inside the garage. It is that serious. This is going to shatter any windshields, likely any windows in general that comes its way. Anyway, back up to our storm in Illinois. This is still, again, an ongoing intense to violent tornado north of Hopkins Park. This is a disgusting, discrete, massive supercell ongoing, not only producing this violent tornado, but as well some very large hail. Again, it's not just Texas that we're watching today for this significant hail threat. Just a few moments ago, we got word that we broke the historical record for Illinois' largest hailstone, which previously sat at 4.75 inches in diameter, but just a few moments ago, again, we had a 5-inch hailstone, DVD-sized hail, reported with this storm. So again, this is a nasty, disgusting supercell. Again, I keep using that word disgusting, which sounds kind of funny whenever I use it in this context, but I mean, it really is all that. Again, this is approaching Schneider, Lake Village, and Sumaba resorts. Again, the extended or PDS tornado warning. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Seek shelter immediately. Again, an intense to violent tornado with a history of doing extraordinary damage is ongoing. And whenever we say extraordinary damage, I'll talk about what we mean by that here in just a second. I would like to get a device really quickly that I can read chat on. Gotta go get a charger, though, I believe. Nope, never mind. We are good. We will have a system soon where we're, not a system, we're getting a new microphone. It's that simple. We're getting a new webcam, hopefully, so we won't have to do this garbage where we have to pull out the iPad at the beginning of every stream and I have to mess with my phone and move it around on here so that I can see what I'm doing on the radar. Hopefully it'll be a lot nicer. But, I mean, again, this is just, again, the matter of the situation right now. We have potentially an intense to violent tornado ongoing here. So, again, if you are near the Schneider or Lake Village area, now is your time to go. This is your warning. You got about 10 to 15 minutes at most before this monster tornado encroaches on your territory. So, yeah. Give me just a second here. I did want to quickly thank Alan for the $1.99 dono before we started the stream. W's to Alan down below in the chat. Again, hugely generous dude, so really do appreciate that. Spam up those W's for Alan down below if you have not already. How's it going, everybody? What's going on? Airborne, Arcs, Randall, SETI, we've got Otter, we've got, again, Alan, obviously. Again, this is a significant situation that we've got here tonight, and this will likely not be the last time that we, have an ongoing significant tornado. We've already got a couple of other storms that are starting to rotate pretty significantly in northwestern Illinois, but the good news with these storms, these, for the most part, are probably not going to be tornado producers. These really aren't too discrete. They're also a little bit further north, which, I mean, again, that sounds, like a mundane detail being 5 to 10 miles further north, but that is the make or break in this environment. Notice how that 15% double hatched is just 16 miles away from not being in any tornado probability at all. There's a 16-mile area separating the two. That is not common, and that is, again, indicative of an environment where you've got such a sharp cutoff in your moisture content. If we go ahead and take a look at the dew points here on the HRRR, I can go ahead and show you what I'm talking about. If we take a look at the dews in Chicago, we're sitting at 38 degrees right now. And you may be thinking, that doesn't really support a 15% double hatch tornado threat, does it? No, it doesn't, because further south, what we're seeing drive our tornado threat is this extreme moisture content. We've got 65-degree dews in northern Illinois in early March, not common whatsoever. The SRH content, also very impressive out there. Again, we're sitting at just over 300 SRH within the first 3 kilometers of the atmosphere in a lot of northern and central Illinois at the moment. But those values actually get even a little bit higher as we go later on into the evening time hours, potentially reaching 400 and even 500 at times. You've also got yourselves intense instability in the lower levels of the atmosphere, which is important for a semi-discrete environment like the one that we have today. You've got yourself almost 100 joules per kilogram of CAPE within the first 3 kilometers of the atmosphere right now. Later tonight, that could get even higher in some spots. So again, all around, just a really nice classic setup for a tornado threat that, really, for this time of year, isn't too classic for northern Illinois. Again, whenever we say classic, we mean like, a Dixie Alley kind of threat whenever we're talking about something like this in early March. But again, not today. Again, I just want to draw our attention here back towards our storm that is actively producing a tornado. This is ridiculous. Again, a violent tornado is almost certainly ongoing again. If you are in Schneider or the Samava Resorts area, you need to be running, not walking, to your safe spot. Looks like this storm could even be taking a northern tilt here. So again, Lake Village, I mean, all of you guys have to go now. I mean, this is ridiculous. We can hop on call right now if you want, Otter. Just let me know in chat there. So for anybody wondering, again, we were talking about, you know, all this intense damage. You can't really see any of it right now. I just realized you can't see me either. That's nice. If we go about 15 minutes back here on John McKinney's live feed here, which, again, he has very generously allowed us to use for this stream as well with Storm Under Media and PA Storm Trackers. You can see all that extreme, just nasty damage there. You've got a mobile home flipped over to the road. You've got entire outbuildings destroyed. So again, we're talking, you know, EF2, EF3 plus damage. So again, if you are out there in South Kankakee, my prayers are out for you. Again, this is a pretty nasty situation. Just hope that everybody took the warning as seriously as possible. Again, this was a risk that really had materialized quite a ways within the last 48 hours. Again, we were watching just a 10% hatched risk for tornadoes yesterday. And again, whenever I say hatched, I mean a SIG 1 risk. Now we're at SIG 2, and it's a 15% overall probability. So again, I mean, just a pretty gnarly upgrade there from the Storm Prediction Center. And again, it was pretty evident that that was going to be the case the entire time. The only reason that they couldn't do that early is because we didn't have quite enough confidence as to exactly where the storms were going to fire. Because again, if it was 20 miles further north, you don't have a setup, you don't have an outbreak. So let me go ahead and see if I can fix my camera here. I know this was an issue last stream too. Again, hopefully we'll be getting a new webcam soon. Give me just a sec. Is that better? No, it's not. Is it better? I can't. Nope. Hold on. Uno momento. Zoom. Still not fixed. Spectacular. Anyway, sorry about that. No tornado, or excuse me, there actually is a new tornado warning for OKC. Sorry about that. Looks like that's a brand new warning there for this nasty little supercell that has materialized over the last several minutes. This came out about 10 minutes ago, I guess, so good call out there. I did not see that. Again, this is a pretty nasty looking supercell. Again, the environment isn't quite as potent out here in central Oklahoma as it is down in like central Texas, or even an area like northern Illinois, or not even an area, but also an area like northern Illinois. Again, obviously northern Illinois is where our environment lies today in its strongest, so again, we'll keep our eye out on that, but it would not shock me if that weren't to do anything in terms of like producing a tornado. But again, either way, if you're in OKC, you need to be making sure that you are seeking shelter immediately, as well as, again, in areas like Midwest City, Spencer, Valley Brook, and Jones. Again, our area of rotation right now sits just north of the Will Rogers World Airport. CC drop. Yeah, we've had a CC drop off and on with this storm. That's actually originally what they threw the PDS tag out as. It was a radar confirmed tornado. By the way, we do have an update for you guys. We've got over 2,700 customers now in Kankakee County without power. Again, a lot of those probably coming here from the, again, the airport, the community college area, as well as the Kankakee Elks Country Club, the Aroma Park area. Again, really the entirety of South Kankakee took a pretty nasty hit from this monstrous, again, just violent tornado. And again, at this point, if this tornado is still ongoing, which it very likely is, it is a rain-wrapped one, so you're not going to be able to see it, which makes it even more dangerous. So again, I mean, you've got 5 minutes at best here if you're in Lake Village, some Sumava Resorts in Schneider. If anybody knows how to actually pronounce that, please let me know, because again, that's probably not what we're really looking for there. But again, pretty gnarly situation here. Nasty tornado. Again, just awful stuff. Again, that is approaching the downtown Lake Village area. So the Lake Village Elementary School, Lake Village Memorial Township Library, the Lake Village Community Park. The entire town is currently in extreme danger from this deadly tornado. So again, you need to be running, not walking to your safe spot if you are included in that tornado warning. Again, at this point, Kankakee is all clear. Again, we'll just have to see how recovery efforts go down there. Again, I mean, that's the first significant, truly significant tornado of the day. And I don't mean EF2+, I mean significant as in it will impact people's lives for weeks and potentially even months to come. Again, it looks like it went just between the community college and Kankakee Airport. But again, both structures were likely impacted in some way. Went near the Walmart, the Aldi. Again, crossed the Kankakee River, hit Aroma Park, most likely hit on. It was a mile-wide wedge just before we started to stream, at least reportedly. We can't obviously confirm the exact width right now, but again, you know, whether it's a quarter mile or a mile, I mean, this is a violent tornado that has the capacity to destroy entire towns and cities. So, if you guys are out here included in this tornado warning, again, you need to be running, not walking to your safe spot. And sorry my face isn't in the camera for half of this stream. And if you're just now tuning in, please, please, please share this with anybody that you know out here in Northern Illinois as well as Northwestern Indiana tonight. Or truthfully, anybody included in our risk for severe weather, because again, it's not just a Midwest thing. I'm going to make that clear. We've got chasers like PA Storm Trackers all the way down in Texas tonight. Storm Hunter Media with a pretty ominous view there. They are... Let's see, where are they? They are in Pembroke Township, Illinois, which I believe is just near the Kankakee area, actually. Pembroke Township, Illinois. That is not that is not Pembroke Township, Illinois. Yeah. So again, they're just again right now in the Hopkins Park area. Again, debris signature there, guys, or at least what is likely a debris signature. Again, can't really decipher whether or not that's just contamination or truly debris, but again, either way, a nasty, really quite intense tornado with tightening rotation, potentially even approaching Lake Village. Again, if you are in Lake Village, this is a destructive tornado that is imminent. Again, 5 minutes max, likely even less, but again, no matter the exact, the exact time that you have down to the second, you need to be seeking shelter now. This thing has the potential to loft debris thousands of feet up in the air and throw it miles away from where the actual condensation funnel is. Otter, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Alright.
Is my mic a good volume? Like,
Yep.
can you
Yep.
hear my mic? Yeah,
I mean, what are your thoughts here?
I mean, definitely crazy. I was really worried. We had convection earlier near Peoria, which I was actually really worried about. I don't know if you heard about that, but
Yeah.
they struggled to break the cap, but that's good. But obviously, very intense tornado ongoing.
Oh my goodness, yeah, large debris signature there. So again, that is certainly a debris signature. That is not contamination. So something in Lake Village just got hit just west of the country club.
I mean, that gets good.
Yeah, I mean, that is a violent tornado. And again, it feels like we've uttered that phrase several times over the last week, but I mean, it's just been a nutty start to March. Again, new velocity scan. This is a monster tornado. Again, if this were to be a more populated area, I would imagine they would throw out a tornado emergency. But again, PDS Tori, they technically are meant to suggest the same thing, just Tori is for whenever a tornado is expected to enter an area with a higher population. So again, ignore the exact tag for right now. This is a disastrous tornado moving through Lake Village, and it absolutely has the potential to, again, destroy entire well-built structures here. So again, you got to be seeking shelter. If you're down the line here, again, they're going to issue a new tornado warning, almost certainly for the Shelby area and areas south. But again, I think our next target is probably Thayer, Roselawn, Forest City, and Shelby. Fair Oaks, Moffett even. I would just seek shelter right now. New PDS warning, I don't... Is it on a different storm? I don't have it yet.
I mean, like, the calculator is wrong, but it's like 65 VROT right now. For the last
I mean, this is given the velocity presentation, it would not surprise me if this were to be an extremely violent tornado. This is a monster tornado.
I mean, I remember when it first produced way back near, where was that? Like, Reddick area, I guess? That area? And then it went outflow dominant. It went outflow dominant. Then it attached itself to the boundary.
New CC scan again. Still debris in the atmosphere there. Falling on the Eugene Links Country Club as we speak. Again, this is a disastrous tornado, and it does not look like it's showing any signs of stopping.
It's an awful situation.
And again, this is likely going to be impacting Roselawn within the next 10 to 15 minutes. People are saying that we have a new tornado warning. It's not out on Omega for me. I don't know if you have it, Otter.
Where do they, Kansas City?
No, yeah, a new PDS for this storm.
New PDS, yes, there is one that extends out towards Roselawn.
Okay, I don't have that. Maybe I need to refresh.
I mean, I'm just shocked that we are, obviously, the boundary was such a sharp cutoff. I mean, we had the severe warning when it was, I believe, 39 degrees in Chicago, which is unreal.
Yeah, and again, you go too much further than that. And the reason that storm didn't produce is because it was 39 degrees. You know, you can't see a tornado whenever you don't have moisture. That just doesn't work. And, you know, 30 miles further south, here we are, these storms are popping off monster, just, again, some of the largest tornadoes that we've seen this year. So again, it really goes to show how crazy that cutoff is. Again, we're talking about how you got less than a 20-mile gap between what's a 15 double hatch, which is an exceptionally high risk for a tornado potential, and absolutely nothing. I mean, it is a crazy sharp cutoff. And again, this was a hard one to forecast, but good on the SPC again. That tornado there that we're watching right now is, again, in that 15 double hatch, which, you know, isn't a huge 15 double hatch. They got pretty precise, and they nailed it head on, because you don't want to throw out a 15 double hatch too big and then, you know, only a quarter of it verifies. Because, again, not only does that reflect badly on the NWS, but it would also lead to, you know, people panicking whenever there's no need to. So, again, just good on the SPC for this this forecast here. This was a direct bullseye on our significant tornado today. Gotta find a charger that works here.
I mean, what a crazy start to this year's tornado season. Just unreal.
And again, for anybody that's not aware, we do have a new tornado warning. Omega is not cooperating with me here. Looks just about like this. But again, Shelby, Thayer, Roselawn, Forest City, you need to be underground if you can get there, otherwise just on the lowest floor of a sturdy building, away from windows in an interior room. Again, we really have not... Sorry, go ahead.
Do you want me to take a picture of the tornado warning and just send it to you so you have like a rough estimate of where it is?
That would be great.
Gotcha. I'll just DM it to you on Discord.
Okay.
This on my phone. Oh my goodness.
And again, we do have, I guess we don't really have any chasers on this storm anymore, but they're within, you know, a 20-mile radius. Again, John was just doing search and rescue there. I think it's what PA was doing as well. Or, excuse me, not PA, Storm and Media. Again, PA is in Texas. And again, I would love to slow down here and go over our, you know, general outlook for the rest of the night, but we got an active situation here. Let's see.
Here's what the new PDS looks like.
Okay. So again, here is your new PDS tornado warning here. This includes Roselawn, Demotte. Looks like this includes the just south of Shelby area there. Again, like the Thayer area, if not the Shelby area. Again, Shelby just, you know, seek shelter really. I mean, it would not shock me whatsoever if this were to directly impact Shelby, turn north. So again, really anybody there in that section of the county needs to be in their tornado safe spot. Again, violent tornado likely still ongoing. And again, I mean, there's not a lot that's going to stop this within the next, you know, even like hour if we don't see like a cell merger do it. Subdivision south side of town took a hit estimated by radar. Are you referring to Lake Village? And we've still got quite a bit of debris fall out there just east of the community. Yeah, I mean, it would not shock me if a lot of that came from, again, like the country club.
I don't want to confirm this or anything, but somebody just posted to Twitter saying that apparently a few chasers may have been impacted by the tornado.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll keep an eye out on that then.
Mm-hmm. And also, did you see Matthew Capucci apparently recorded the Illinois state record hailstone?
Yeah, 5 inches. We were talking about that earlier. Again, DVD-sized hail in March in Illinois, northern Illinois.
Unheard of. Looks like the rotation might have broadened up a little bit, but still just.
I mean, again, that could just be because we're getting further from radar. There's really no major takeaway from that. I mean, we're watching again this tornado likely become further and further rain wrapped. So
yeah.
There we go. Finally, again, that tornado warning's been out. I want to make that clear, but it just now popped up on Omega.
Definitely looks to be getting wrapped, as it already was. But.
So again, Thayer, Roselawn, this is, 5 to 10 minutes till impact. Potentially not even that. Forest City, you got maybe 20 minutes at most. But again, everybody in the tornado warning needs to be seeking shelter immediately in the case of debris fallout. And if you're just now tuning in, we are watching a violent tornado impact portions of northwest Indiana now. This is just a disastrous tornado here south of Thayer. Likely going into Thayer as we speak now. We do have an update on our power outages. Over 6,500 customers in Kankakee County without power. Again, south side of Kankakee took a direct hit from this tornado. From what we've seen, it is significant damage. So, it looks like maybe we're seeing the beginning of an occlusion here with that inflow getting cut off. But either way, I mean, you need to play things as safe as possible here. We've seen this storm recycle multiple times. Which 5 hatch do you think could... sorry, hold on. Which 5 hatch do you think is a higher chance of producing Sigtors tomorrow? I haven't looked too closely at tomorrow quite yet, in all honesty, but here's what I'll say. Last time we had a leftover event, that was a horrible voice crack. Last time we had a leftover event where we had this giant 2% and we had, 2 separate modes. It was somewhat lackluster. That does not mean that that's going to happen again, but I think that both of these risks being 5 hatched may be just a touch over dramatic. Perhaps you keep the 5 hatched up here for the eastern Ohio Valley. That would make a lot of sense, but I really do think that a 5 hatch for Dixie is a bit of a stretch. Again, I mean, I guess you've still got, a decent environment out here, but it's going to be linear. It's not like you're talking about some crazy, discrete storm mode. So I don't know. We'll see. Again, probably a 35% chance we go live tomorrow. But okay. Again, likely an occluding tornado here, but just remain in your safe spot to play it safe.
I'm just hoping for something good tomorrow, man. I need it.
Yes, the otter has not seen hardly anything this year.
Only thing I've ever seen is ice. That's it.
The only thing he's ever seen is ice.
Yep, this year at least. Oh my dude. Yes, hopefully we get something. I'd love to see. I don't think this should happen, but I'd love to see a 5% get moved up. But that's very unlikely.
They just could.
If it would happen, it would not be hatched.
Being pretty decent looking supercell there over downtown OKC. But this environment is not nearly as potent as what we're looking at in northern Illinois, so the probability of seeing a Sigtor is far, far lower. Again, I mean, just look at your 3 cape. You barely got 50. Your SRH content is also, again, still decently high, but it's not, the widespread 300 to 350 that we're looking at in Illinois. So, and again, we're talking 0 to 3 there. So, line of storms developing right now in the Wichita area is overnight going to potentially turn into what could be a large MCS event here that impacts, I mean, a good third of the country by the time everything is said and done. I mean, just look at this nasty, again, I said this on Twitter earlier, almost a derecho-like event kind of form here and eventually sweep through the Midwest. And then your southern mode kind of does something similar. So we'll keep an eye out on those storms that are near Wichita for sure.
look at the latest couplet on the PDS one.
That's what Kevin just said. Yeah, I mean, again, still just indicative of a very intense tornado there. Entirely possible that this is still on the ground doing significant damage. So again, make sure that you are staying in your safe spot out there until instructed otherwise. Again, at this point, it's probably okay to give the all clear to Shelby. It's probably okay to say the same for Lake Village. Again, cleanup in Lake Village will probably be necessary here. So again, prayers for everybody involved.
Oh, dude. We were thinking about going up to going up to Jacksonville because I'm on spring break right now. Oh. I think I would have made the trek up there if I was there, but I'm not.
What? Sorry, what did you say?
We were potentially going to Jacksonville, Illinois, over because it's my spring break. We just do that sometimes for my family, but we did not. But
spring break right now.
Yeah, I know. It would have been perfect time.
Missed a 10 hatched.
I know, it's really tragic.
Okay, Jacksonville's not in the double hatch. The double hatch is pretty much confined to, again, kind of like the southwest Michigan through north central Illinois. Jacksonville is just ever so slightly excluded from all that fun.
I just get mocked by Illinois with the weather. Every time I go up there, there's nothing good. And then the second I plan to go or am about to, or have already left, do something good. Or interesting weather, I should say.
I mean, if anybody wanted to hear some good news, it looks like this may be our only discrete sale tonight, which, I mean, that could significantly cut down on our number of tornadoes tonight. It'll also make it so that no chaser ever goes to northern Illinois ever again for a enhanced or moderate.
Valid, I mean, I know. But obviously a bunch of chasers saw the cell, elevated and left it, thinking there would be more convection. And it seems like cells off to the south near Peoria have just have struggled really.
Yeah, I mean, again, it has been quite an interesting event to watch unfold. Again, really the only reason that this cell was able to, kind of say, screw you to the camp, is if we go ahead and watch the radar loop here, you can see, as Post Malone once said, it had some help. But, I mean, again, just a really gnarly, discreet monster supercell there. I mean, it's just such, I don't want to call it beautiful, but just such a satisfying radar loop to watch. And again, you can see where she planted her tornadoes. You can see where it happened near Pontiac just briefly. This is a tornado that we weren't live for, but it was very, very briefly on the ground as a little rope. And then, we kind of went through this big time hail, and this was about when I sent a screenshot to both the YouTube community tab and the group chat with me, Vincent, Levi, and Jesse. And then the rest is history. The peak environment hasn't occurred yet, but what we're seeing, from what we're seeing thus far, it is likely that this is our peak tornado threat, and it's starting to end. I will say, don't want to get too far ahead of myself here. Looks like we could be witnessing a velocity couplet handoff and a new hook echo developing there near Deer Park. So that's something to watch. Yeah, I saw somebody critiquing the extension of the 15 double into Indiana, and I'm like, why?
Yeah.
I mean, again, this whole thing was, our storm's going to develop or not, because if they do, we're going to see violent tours. If they don't, we're not. Uh, that's just how it was going to play out. And again, this event will be remembered as a bust by the general WX community, but it's pretty safe to say that that's not what happened.
I don't understand how they're gonna say, look at this event and then say it's a bust.
Well, I mean, anywhere between 1 and 4 SIG tours on a 15 hatched isn't enough. So basically, it's a bust. I mean, even look at something like, you look at something like, I'm trying to think of a prominent moderate risk. May 18th. I wouldn't say a lot, but there are definitely some people that have referred to that event as a bust. Now, that is, or excuse me, not May 18th, May 19th. The day after where we had, the mega wedge in Oklahoma, near Pittsburgh.
Oh.
That was an event that a lot of people referred to as a bust just because it was we saw probably less than 5 SIG tours. And again, I think you're using the term bust pretty loosely there. You want to call it an underperformance, go right ahead, but I don't understand how you could call that a bust.
Why am I blanking? What was the tornado Oklahoma, the high risk? I'm trying to remember when it was that went into the small town EF4. Why am I blanking?
May 6th?
I believe so.
You talking about Barnstable?
Yeah, Barnstable. I remember people were, so that was a high risk, obviously. People were calling that a bust even after that happened. And I remember I was on, don't ask me why, I was on the Twisted Discord, like, chatting about it, and I was like, yo, one tornado, like, one bad tornado doesn't mean it's a bust. Like, this was an awful situation, and I got timed out by a moderator for saying it wasn't a bust.
That's nutty.
Like, it was actually the worst thing I've ever seen. I was like, yo. I said, bro, one tornado can change how an outbreak is, and then I got timed out.
Well, again, I'm not even trying to play it from like a moral high ground standpoint. I'm not even trying to say that's so insensitive. I just don't think it's a bust. I don't think it is. I'm not trying to be like, do you know how many people in the towns impacted are gonna, like, realistically, the people in the towns impacted, I can guarantee you that 99% of them don't lose a second of sleep over whether or not their event was referred to as a bust or not. I mean, they've got bigger problems to worry about. But I just don't think it's a bust whenever you see a tornado that's that incredibly violent, Again, I would call that an underperformance if you had 1 or 2 of those.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I do think it is insensitive for people to call that a bust. Even like, I know obviously the people in the towns really won't know that and really don't care, but it's like insensitive to call like a violent wedge, like especially like Barnstall, and for people to say like, "Oh, that sucks, worst outbreak ever."
Yeah, I mean, I can understand that.
At least our sons are looking at that.
Again, looks like this velocity couple of handoff probably isn't gonna go too well for the Storm. This is still a PDS tour warning, by the way. Again, make sure that you are staying in your safe spot if you're out there in your Stoutsburg, just north of Deer Park. Again, going back to Oklahoma, now east of OKC downtown. Still looks like this guy's gonna need a murder if it wants to fully, get there and reach the extra mile and produce. And the same can be said for quite a lot of the Texas storms here. And some significant damaging winds there along the line from Graham to Menard. What's up, Kelvin?
Interesting. No tornado watch yet for Central Illinois. I'm not surprised. There hasn't been much there.
Well, Central Illinois isn't. You're talking about what do you mean by Central Illinois?
Or like South Central, like southern portions. Like Jacksonville, Illinois.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
Region.
I really don't think that we're going to see any convection there for the next couple of hours, though. I think that our band that's traveling through Missouri and Kansas right now is going to bring up some storms, obviously, but I don't think we're going to see any discrete convection quite yet. But yeah, I would imagine within the next hour or two, they'll probably throw out at the very least, a severe watch for a lot of Central Illinois, and maybe a tour watch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did we lose him? Hello? Oh, I cannot hear you if you're talking. Apparently there's an EF3 in Oklahoma. Let's fact check that.
Wait, fact check what? I missed.
Somebody said there was an EF3 in Oklahoma. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so our South Tulsa tornado from the other night, the one near Winchester, we were live for this. 2 fatalities, EF3 now. Wow.
I would like to say they did continue the moderate. Or obviously they were, but I am a little bit surprised they didn't cut it off. Portions of it. What do I know?
Sorry, what were you saying?
They kept the outlook. SBC outlook looks very similar to what it was earlier. Nothing really changed.
Was there an update?
There was the latest day one outlook.
Came out a little early.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're rocking with it. They kept the double hitch and everything.
And they've been getting updates out. They've been getting them out early. SBC outlooks.
Yeah, that came out 25 minutes early. So
I've been staying up for them.
yeah, same. Yeah.
It can stay up easier. Definitely gonna do it tonight. We'll be curious to see what they do with the day, what is currently day 2. Please. They continued the PDS for another hour. I believe that was issued recently. Is it just so rain wrapped that chasers can't really see it? Is that what's going on? And it's becoming dark, obviously. But...
I would bet that this isn't on the ground yet. I mean, what I'm saying is I think our other tornado occluded.
Yeah, I see that. I see that.
I don't know, maybe we have 2 on the ground right now. Maybe we got 1 occluding and 1 developing. And you still got velo couples for both.
I saw somebody posting about twins earlier. I'm like, no. Like, just based off of velocity.
Yeah.
But that was like while the it was still like 5.
I know what you're talking about. Like, yeah, a few hours ago. Just realized you guys can't see me again. Again, hopefully getting a new webcam soon, so that shouldn't be a problem for too much longer. Again, the mic thing will be fixed. Thoughts on tomorrow as a whole. Again, I haven't looked into it quite enough to give like anything definitive, but I would say probably a lot of wind. And I'm gonna say we're gonna get 1 or 2 brief tornadoes in Ohio. Maybe something with our Dixie mode. But that's probably about as much as I could say right now.
What it looks like, what I've seen is it looks like just I'm not sure. I've just been focusing on my area. But Dixie, I think there's a chance for some prefrontals. Not sure. I haven't taken a look at the environment.
Yeah, I
mean,
if that were to happen, you could definitely see a couple of tours, especially in the.
And I think that's why.
It was a Kankakee tornado wedge. So whilst it was in Kankakee, it was probably closer to like a large stovepipe. But again, whilst along the Illinois-Indiana state lining north of Voice Crack, it was a big-time wedge. But again, significant damage in South Kankakee.
I need to keep him on. That's not a huge donut hole, right? No. Not like any. Curious to see what 0Z. How's this cell doing? Obviously, it won't matter much, but just kind of curious to see if it has any new convection firing up.
Yeah. Oryx, they had a couple of days from 2025 in archive for like a while, and then they got rid of them. Like March 14th was in there. I don't know what's album of the year right now.
Early Life Crisis net spend.
I knew you were going to say that.
Greatest album of the
It can,
Although I will say another album that I haven't listened to much, but I've heard a few songs. Bloodlux by Slayer is really good too.
okay, I haven't heard that one. I haven't heard either of them, but there is no way the Net Spend album is that good. There's no way.
I've waited so long, and it's very creative. The majority of the songs are good, but there's a few standouts which I think are very good. It is very rage-like and hype.
So for me right now, the album of the year, I know you haven't listened to it, or at least I don't think you have, but the album of the year for me is The Fall Off, which I know was like the most basic, generic take I could possibly give, and it won't shock anybody to know that Don't Be Dumb is my second favorite.
Yeah, The Fall Off, I've heard good things about it. I think I've listened to one song, I'm not sure which one.
Octane was decent, the Don Toliver record, and Casino was pretty good.
Are we ready for Bully? I do think it is going to drop. I do think it is going to drop.
Yeah, alright.
I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, for sure.
No, like, so he's been teasing it. There's a...
yeah, he's been teasing it for about, like, 5 years.
No, he's actually, like, pushing it out more as of recently. And he's also has a... he has the LA concert scheduled.
I'm worried. And again, this has nothing to do with his mental state. I'm worried. I mean, it does have stuff to do with his mental state, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
For the third time, I'm worried that this is going to be another Vultures 2 situation where the album gets pushed back 38 times and it gets released and it's still unfinished somehow.
Yeah. Wasn't there supposed to be multiple parts for Vultures? Or no, wait, sorry.
There were going to be 3, but that era is X, luckily, because again, it looks like Kanye is becoming a little back to his senses, hopefully, which is exciting. And again, Donda 2 was the same thing. Donda 2 is a joke. It's not even an album. The Fall Off is boring. You know, I was gonna make fun of you, but I see where you're coming from, and I feel that way about some of the J. Cole albums, but again, even as somebody that isn't necessarily a huge fan of J. Cole, and really only thinks that 2014 Forest Hills Drive is his only great album, I think that The Fall Off is really good. Donda 1 is decent, yeah. That's still where, like, a noticeable drop-off in quality happened. A lot of people say Jesus is King is where that happened. I think I think that there was, all of his records, you know, from College Dropout to Kids See Ghost, those were almost all classics, and many of those get, you know, 10 out of 10 from me. Then you had Jesus is King, which is like a 7, you know, it's a little bit less creative. Some of the tracks feel a little bit forced to be, you know, put in there. They kind of feel like they didn't need to be there, just a little bit of filler. And then you have Donda, which is like, it's good, but it's still like a noticeable drop-off in quality from Jesus is King, in my opinion. And again, the filler, I'm not listening to all of Donda ever. I haven't listened to every track on there, and I'm going to admit it. Because why would I? I'm not listening to a 2.5 hour album for, you know, mediocre Kanye West songs. It's not happening. Anyway. You still there, Otter?
Yes, I'm still there.
Or are you still an Otter?
I am still an Otter.
By the way, how is this still a PDS tour? Weather spotters confirm tornado, so this may still be on the ground as it enters Wheatfield here. So if you're in Wheatfield, I mean, you gotta be underground at this point. This is a supposedly strong tornado incoming. And then a radar indicated PDS there for North Judson from NWS Fort Wayne. Listen to Osama Sun? No.
Wait, who just said Osama-san? Who just said Osama-san?
Orcs.
Yo, I messed with Osama-san. Arx hit me up about Osama-san. Hit me up about early life crisis. I and the underground. Although I wouldn't entirely call it underground anymore. Let me know what he says because I cannot see.
He said, "Who's that weird guy on the phone with you?"
Did he actually?
No.
Let me know what he says. I'm curious.
He hasn't said anything. What he say again? He wants to talk about Osama something with you.
I'm just saying, like, he's very good. I mess with him. Yeah, I do like the early life crisis album, and I do think that it's partially said because I'm going to that concert.
I forgot about that.
My friend said. I think we'll probably die though during it.
Astro World 2.0.
Pretty much.
What do you think Iceman is ever gonna drop?
No. Wait, have you heard about Too Slimy?
Do what?
You know, have you heard about Too Slimy?
I don't think so.
Good, okay.
Orc says yes.
Too Slimy seed.
There's Mr. Twister WX. That's an otter.
I'm not sure when this was, but Timmer said he had a tornado. Looks no.
You want to join Cole? Just let me know in chat, Chase.
Chase. That was a great one, right? That was so bad.
He says yes. Yes, that was a
Does
bad joke. Chasey Brinker. Okay, that was, you know, we're gonna ignore that one.
Wait, do I want to join this though?
What do you mean? Unworn tour near Wichita.
Fortnite! I've been doing homework that I missed.
Hold on. Where specifically, Kevin?
What did I miss, Davis?
Hang on.
You missed a large wedge tornado.
There was not.
There was.
Where? Hopkins Park, Illinois?
Somewhere around there. It was near, Kitschy.
Is this chaser confirmed, Kevin?
Oh, there might have been 2 fatalities on that tornado near Lake Village.
There might have been.
Yeah, what?
I saw.
Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. Brief tornado there near Goddard, it looks like.
I will be looking.
Illinois.
That's a niche poll, Kevin. T is so niche. It's confirmed that 2 died in Lake Village. This has been a really intense start to the year.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I believe 2 passed.
The end of March and early April last year came early this year.
Potentially another ongoing tornado here east of Wheatfield still. Pretty intense velocities. Quite far away from radar.
Is that the radar indicated one?
No.
Oh.
You know, PDS tornado warning. Ask Otter if he knows who 11M is.
Yes, I know. 1 a.m. Do you know who that is? I don't listen to him as much. What's the song I like? It's like his it's his most mainstream song, but I mess with it.
Can we get a hashtag otter is so mainstream in chat?
Again, we might have another ongoing significant tornado here west of Tift, it looks like, so if Chasey Brinker could be a little bit more serious, that would be appreciated.
Where you say that was at? Let me get a look at this.
Maybe, keep up with the times, but again, if you're included in our PDS tornado warning here out for North Judson, make sure that you are running, not walking to your safe spot. Dunn's Bridge, again, this is not even an incorporated community, it looks like, but whatever Dunn's Bridge is likely going to take a direct hit from this tornado. And significant tornado ongoing here west of Tift, most likely, east of Wheatfield.
If it just hadn't rooted
It does look to be intensifying.
Watching 3,600 in Jasper County without power, and then sitting at just under 2K in Newton County without power. Yeah, that is a significant tornado approaching Taft.
Jasper and Newton, Indiana.
Yeah, power flashes near Wheatfield, Indiana. Confirmed.
So, again, violent tornado, not violent, but potentially violent tornado approaching Taft, large debris signature, and we are quite a ways from radar. So
I just retweeted a picture of the tornado ongoing. It seems to be pretty large.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is again, a nasty tornado here. So again, if you're in Tift, you are taking a direct hit from this tornado right now. Helical cone via Freddy. I was gonna say we could pull that up, but you're not gonna be able to see it, I suppose. Look at that shot that PA Storm Draggers has.
They're down in Texas, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Sounded like Joshy wanted some hail.
Well, we had the largest Illinois hailstone of all time today, so.
I saw you teasing him on Twitter about it, Dave.
And that was Capucci that got that, right?
Wow, yeah.
It got broken. It got broken again like 30 minutes later. It was 6 inches now.
Tornado there. Via Freddy's stream. Go and put this in 0.25, but there it is. Yeah, there is your tornado near Wheatfield, guys. Again, Freddy has given us permission to use his feed for our streams. Just want to reiterate that. But ongoing tornado there. And it's getting larger.
Why is that one tornado PDS still on?
Oh my goodness. Yeah,
what was the
huge debris signature over Tift. Huge. That is a monster tornado on the ground. You can see it on Freddy's stream. That has gotten much larger since 15 minutes ago. This is a huge, disastrous, looks to be a stovepipe, cone, again, monster tornado.
I'm worried about St. Pierre and Judson. What's the population of those places? Take a look.
Again, I guess this isn't full screen for you guys, but you can see it really clearly there. That is ongoing.
Yeah, that is a large tornado. If you guys are south of La Crosse, in or north of Saint Pierre, or in North Judson, you need to be in your safe spot right now. Run, not walk to your safe spot.
Mr. Toaster, are you streaming right now?
Intensified
No.
once again. This is a
North
deadly tornado.
North Judson has a population of roughly 1,500, I believe, around that. So,
That's a lot of people.
yeah.
Otter, I can't go live. My OBS is broken.
Unfortunate.
Oh my goodness, dude. Again, this is a monstrous tornado. Dude, look at that. Power lines down. This is a violent. Look at that. That is a nighttime tornado. And you can see it that well.
Large cone tornado, or tornado pagey on that same cell.
Power flashes and everything.
Looks to be getting stronger.
Might I add, they are
my
watching.
Goodness. Look at CC right now. So I'm not trying to cut you off every 5 seconds, but
Wow.
look at that CC drop.
On the northern Indiana radar?
Just on either of them.
Wow.
Might I add, there's an MCD 10 minutes ago highlighting the storms off to the west as giving a greater tornado potential too over the next 1 to 2 hours.
Okay. Again, if you're just now tuning in, we are looking at what is, or at least was within the last 30 seconds, a violent tornado. Again, almost certainly still is.
Once again, if you're in San Pierre or La Crosse, Illinois, or North Judson, you need to be in your safe spot right now. This is going to pass just north of San Pierre on Route 421 in the next 2 or 3 minutes,
Again,
if not
power
less.
lines down on Freddy's feed. Can't get through.
This is an awful situation.
So, again, deadly tornado ongoing here, most likely still. Freddy's trapped behind a couple of power lines, but North Judson, you've got to run, do not walk to your safe spot. New CC scan, still a significant debris signature. And again, San Pierre, you've got minutes. Again, I'm not necessarily certain that this is going to impact town directly, but it doesn't matter. That debris fallout is going to be devastating for the entire community. So again, you got to run, not walk to your safe spot if you're out there.
And then a little bit further down the line, about 17 and a half miles out, Knox, Indiana. This is looking to be going straight towards you guys. That'll be north of Bass Lake, so you guys be ready.
Again, over 5 mile wide signature.
Yeah, strong stovepipe tornado on the ground.
I don't know why the old PDS has another 39 minutes and our new one has 24.
Again, look at the
Yeah, I
PS4
noticed that
drivers feed, by the
too.
way.
What's going on?
Look at that photogenic structure.
I'm seriously worried about North Judson.
By the way, it's because they're different in WS offices. That's part of it.
Oh,
I got you. So, yeah. They just condensed that one, but it's still in effect for another 38 minutes. What are we doing?
Again, San Pierre, this is literally on top of you at this point. Riverside, Lomax, English Lake, North Judson. We're concerned about you guys next. Give me just a second here, I gotta check something.
Oh my gosh.
I'm starting to see pictures on Twitter. The tornado. Very unfortunate scenario.
Once again, guys, this is a deadly storm. So San Pierre, Lacrosse, you guys should already be in your safe spot, even if you don't take a direct hit. You will be seeing that debris fall, and then North Judson, be there within the next minute or two.
Got the camera fixed, that's nice. Also wanted to mention quickly again, just unbelievable, unbelievable stuff. Alan with the $50 dono, that's what I was checking on. Want to make sure I didn't miss any PayPal donations. $50 donation from Alan, so huge thank you to Alan. W's in the chat. Incredible stuff.
Huge. W.
Spam up those W Allens. That is insane.
W. Allen.
W Allen. Again, he's probably not even in here, so I'm not like.
I know, like half the time he's not even here. Or he'll tune in after.
Yeah. Alan, if you're watching this,
I guess
you're a
he's July.
goat. You already know that, though. Again, I cannot believe how generous that dude is. It is ridiculous. And again, he has funded this channel pretty much. I don't want to say single-handedly because it's the help of everybody, but man, he put in a lot of generosity into this channel, and I really do appreciate that. And I never want him to feel like that's something that I'm gonna underappreciate. So
Davis, I don't mean to cut you off, but this debris signature on CC is getting even worse. So I do think that thing is impacting a lot of structures in San Pierre. Again, sorry to cut you off, but
no, you're
just
good.
wanted to note that.
And I think that we're probably seeing some of that just get lofted and carried in the LJ. I don't necessarily think that this tornado is getting stronger right now, or at least it doesn't have to be getting stronger. But I mean, again, either way, yeah, significant situation ongoing. If you look at velocities, it actually looks like this thing's occluding, as well as if you take a look at reflectivity. But we could easily see another hook echo develop there. So.
I do have a question. Are they just not tornado emergency? And obviously, it could potentially be occluding, but are they not tornado emergency these type of cells tonight just because they're not in a as populated area?
They probably would.
That's what I was gonna say. I think that if we, I think part of it is these are such unconfident tornadoes right now, just because we're in a bit of a radar hole. But I mean, obviously you got a SIG tour ongoing there. I think part of it is really like that tornado right there. From the surface, it didn't necessarily look all that strong. I mean, it was an impressive, photogenic, beautiful tornado, but like, it's not enough just to, see something like that and then pull the trigger. And I don't think that even the CC drop was enough to do something like that. And again, I mean, obviously this is a rural area, but we've seen them issue tories for rural areas previously. I really don't think that these, at least some of these tornadoes have been deserving of it tonight. And again, maybe we'll wake up and these were all the F5s and then, I was wrong, but I don't think that a lot of these were quite as intense as perhaps radar's portraying them to be.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot that there's like a criteria for that stuff. That's my bad.
No, you're good.
Completely forgot.
I was just giving my thoughts.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's just like.
Yeah, how could you?
I kind of missed it because I've been doing homework. I still am right now. But just for a second, I got on with some other people before I came in here. They said it was pretty much borderline Tory at one point. Is that true?
It could have been, honestly. There was some portion.
And again, I mean, it really hasn't been in a super populated area since South Kankakee. Like Lake Village, that was the second community that was majorly impacted, where we had a couple of fatalities, at least. And I mean, that cannot have a population larger than 1,000. There's just no way.
You said Lake Village?
Yeah. Wow. Holy
Indiana.
smokes.
That must be one of those communities because typically only towns and cities show on scope, and I didn't see it.
Well, it's in Indiana. It's between. It's on scope. I promise you.
Okay.
Davis, if you want to look at Twitter at Matthew Capucci's latest
see it.
video, or both of you guys can look at that. I don't know. I don't think you can show it, but
Yeah, probably not.
around like the 18-second mark, you can just see it's unbelievable.
Vincent just texted me.
What's he doing?
He is watching the storm near Lakin, Illinois.
Oh, he is.
We've got contaminated velocities here. Looks to be causing some confusion. So
Near where?
Sounds like John McKinney was in a storm, lost his windshield.
I think it was Freddie had one that shattered his windshield
They
earlier
both lost
too.
some windshields.
I mean, those replacements aren't cheap either, kid.
We are watching what could be another hook echo developing. Velocities are tightening up again, perhaps. Apparently Jesse forgot to end his stream. Did something embarrassing. Let's see if he's deleted it yet or not. Let's see if we can embarrass him live.
So I know he rated Vincent. It's not there.
Oh.
Apparently he was on call with his friend and then he said that he kissed him goodbye.
Jesse kissed him goodbye?
Yeah.
Valid.
Only in Vegas, bro.
W Las Vegas, bro.
No.
W vape break.
W Ryan.
Wait,
Get it?
so-
'Cause, like,
Wait,
Yeah,
Otter,
yeah,
is it
we
true that
get
you're-
it.
Otter, is it true that you're addicted to vaping?
What?
That's not cool, man.
No. Who told you that? Who said that? That is not
Brody.
true. Who told you that?
A birdie.
Brody?
A birdie.
Oh.
Whoa, look
that
at
is-
Brandon
that is not-
Kopic's video on Instagram.
No, that is not true. I do not vape. Never hit one either.
Yeah, for sure.
I thought you said Brody. And I'm like,
Look at Kopic's video.
Bro just got IG. New velocity scan again. It looks like this is about to plant another tornado near Walders.
Wait, whose footage?
Brandon Kopic.
I don't think I follow him. Wait, do I? No, I don't. What the heck?
I don't do.
He made his account like a week ago. So.
I don't follow that
that's
many
some
creators
weird-
on Instagram.
You don't what?
I can't see.
W. Ryan Hall.
Oh, his post. Yeah, that was the original one.
Only
Like,
photo
that's what I mean. Like, I don't feel like that they would be able to issue a Tory for that.
No, I agree.
Like, even though it doesn't matter if it's a wedge or not, I feel like when you look at it, that's just not Tory. Guess whose birthday's coming soon?
No one cares.
Yours?
Anyway. No, I'm kidding.
Thank you.
I'm kidding.
Wow.
You know whose birthday it is today?
Levi.
Yes,
Yeah.
Levi's. Happy birthday to him.
Oh, yeah.
Did you get him a birthday present, Davis?
I gave him a couple bucks a few weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, Chase, did you get him a birthday present?
I wished him happy
No,
birthday,
I'm broke.
okay?
I was gonna, I don't have money on my Apple Pay, but I was gonna jokingly send him 1 cent.
You're going to send
You
him
can-
0.1 cent.
No. I said
I don't
1
think
cent.
they
I
let
said
that
1
happen,
cent.
twin.
I said 1 cent. I said 1
I
cent.
think we said 0.1 cent.
Yeah, I don't know.
But unfortunately, I do not have money on my Apple.
In all seriousness, again, likely an ongoing tornado once more over Riverside, Indiana, Lomax, English Lake, Kankakee Fish and Wildlife Area. Seek shelter immediately. Getting
I'm
viewers now
curious.
tuning in. Likely an ongoing tornado here over Riverside, Indiana. Once again, this is approaching English Lake. Again, we've been watching this supercell trek for well over 2 hours. It's not been live for, but this supercell's been trekking well over 2 hours now across much of northern Illinois, northern Indiana. 2 fatalities at least reported from our Lake Village area. And then South Kankakee also has significant damage. Same thing with Wheatfield.
Where did it really start? Pontiac, right? Yeah, started around Pontiac. All right, now it's traveled about 80 miles.
I think this is new, but we have a tornado warning for parts of northeast Missouri, southeast Iowa. This is for Bonaparte, Mount Sterling. Radar indicated.
Came out 9 minutes ago, by the way. So, let's keep up the times.
Did you talk about it?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. I'll be quiet now. My bad.
Let's go.
This kind of reminds me of May 22nd, 2011, because we have those tornado watches going all up and down the Midwest.
Funny.
I know.
It's like Grace said.
I'm sorry, I know I'm getting everybody a seizure by flipping around the velocity and reflectivity. By the way, Jet, 4,700 subs, that's pretty sick. So...
Yay! For like the 10th time.
No, this is the first time we hit 4,700.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking of 4.68.
Maybe you don't know what you're talking about. Is that a possibility?
Yeah, I think that's a possibility. What do we think? Vote in chat. I mean, you all said Otter is mainstream, so we seem to have common opinions.
Who said I was mainstream?
Arch.
What does this even mean, bro? What is that like trying to be a roast that I'm mainstream?
Chase, your favorite Kendrick song is Humble.
No.
Sorry, no, all the stars.
Get some
all the stars.
I'm not mainstream. Get some
Evan says Big Wedge via Freddy. Let's get an update on that, Davis.
Yeah, let's get an update on your music taste, because it's not 2018. The Black Panther movie is about 10 years old.
That was actually that. That was actually kind of funny.
Freddy.
That's not Glaze. That's not Glaze.
Freddy.
Meteorology Unleashed is live. Let's go.
I'm trying to look for this tornado here. When did Kevin... Is chat...
Yeah, no, it's not a wedge, but it's definitely still a stovepipe on.
It just popped up.
Hey, Egan. Egan's cooking.
I know that guy.
Dude, he, like, has come out of the shadows over the last 3 months.
I know. He was my 200th follower on Twitter. Shout out him.
It's a W.
I sat next to him at Saturday night dinner at Summit.
That's nice. By the way, go follow
Where did you
Davis
see
on
the
Twitter.
tornado on Freddy?
And me.
Kevin Malone, we just said it.
Yeah, I know, but
Go follow all of us on our social medias, guys.
No. No, my phone's at 7%.
when was the last time I saw James Spann? I'm gonna say it's not what you meant to ask.
Yeah, met James Spann.
Here's the thing.
Art.
Chase, what's your favorite Kendrick song?
Pride.
Exactly.
Pride is a good song. Pride's a good song. So
Yeah,
It's
but
not.
the
Abby, you're glazing me for it.
The issue is the only reason he knows what it is because it has a billion streams.
Davis's favorite one is probably DNA
Yeah,
or
it is,
Loyalty.
yep.
Alright, my favorite Kendrick song is All of the Stars and
All
Luther.
of the stars.
All of the Stars is so mid.
Guys, stop. It's
That's
so
literally
good.
one
And
of
Not
the
Like
10
Us,
songs that you
and
have in
Money Trees,
rotation, bro.
and
Not like us, bro. Okay, Davis, you've got to give him some heat for that.
Yeah, that's kind of
You
insane.
realize I'm being
bro.
you guys realize I'm being sarcastic.
Well, Not Like Us is
Mm.
actually a good diss. So, you know.
I was just talking to my dad. He knew about him. Like, it's not that bad of a
I'm waiting for this next Velocity skin. That's.
Dr. Pepper and 7-Up are the same company?
That might have been the most brain rot
Hey,
thing I've ever heard.
Hey, if I'm mainstream, tell me who Nokia Angel is. K-Suvi. Tell me who those are.
Random
They're
names that
music
you just
artists.
found on
They
the
are
internet.
humans who exist on this earth. Boom.
Prada's Life, Drugs, Luna, Swoopy, Buffalo Bang, Slayer.
Chase,
There
I
you
want
go.
you to seriously answer this. What's the most niche Kendrick song you know?
Me?
Yes, I want you to answer seriously.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
That I know or that I like?
That you know.
Even if I absolutely hate it?
Yes.
Probably 30 for 30.
See, I can't get a serious answer out of you, which makes me think that that's what it actually is.
Probably be...
He's looking it up right now.
Niche Section 80 track list.
I want to do this based off ones I listened to, so I'm going through my listening history. I don't want to just say, oh yeah, I know that one.
You're gonna say some BS that you've listened to like one time.
Probably How Far We Go.
Yeah, can you name me one bar from that song?
Fortnite.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that is an ongoing tornado there over English Lake, it appears. And new PDS warning. There's still a PDS tornado warning. If you're in Knox, Indian Hill, Brems, or English Lake, you need to make sure that you are running, not walking to your safe spot. Weather spotters confirm. Extremely large and dangerous tornado over English Lake. Kankakee Fish and Wildlife Area, you've got about 5 minutes. North Toto, you've got about 10. Same thing with Indian Hill. Seek shelter now. It's going to be approaching the Stark County Airport. Again, deadly tornado still ongoing here, guys. This is ridiculous.
They talk about Call of Duty in that song. Ow.
Davis,
So,
I saw you were listening to Four Raws yesterday.
I listened to it one time, okay? I wanted to see what the lyrics were.
Four Raws isn't even that bad. I'm not gonna lie. The beat is insane.
It's a little catchy. It's a little bit.
Bro, his
Ow.
older stuff is good, and it's sad because now every time I listen to him, it's like how I listen. It's like I listened to Carnival before it was like corny, and that's how I feel when I listen to Four Eyes.
I know Davis's favorite song.
What?
Because I used to listen to. There's a few older SD Kid songs.
Cannot say the lyrics on the channel.
Yeah,
What?
that's hilarious.
Yo, Mr. Twister, can you turn back on your earbuds, please?
Somebody
Wow.
screenshots that.
Jeez.
So,
Vincent listens to some pretty good music. I'm not gonna actually lie.
Party glaze, bro.
That's not Glaze. He listens to Wi-Fi Skeleton, and Wi-Fi Skeleton's valid.
yeah.
Which I know one song. But like, I'm not gonna act like I'm a fan. Although he reacted to one of my songs that I'm pretty sure he hasn't. What is
Sounds
it?
like a plan.
Vincent like liked or sent a reaction to one of my songs, and I'm pretty sure he has no idea what it is.
Oh, hey, what will we be working on, Davis?
You got pressed by who? Oh my gosh.
What
Yo,
homework
Dil-
did we have to work on?
That ain't happening, twin.
Oh, darn. I hate geometry.
Oh, no, I'm not, bro. Geometry is not, we're not. Anyway, again, ongoing tornado east of English Lake, approaching North Toto again, Indian Hill Knox. I don't understand how exactly this supercell is still producing. I mean, again, like we said earlier, there's just not a lot that's killing it. This is not a perfect environment, but a strong one for sure.
Holy
And
moly.
Again, unless we see like a destructive cell murder, this thing's not probably gonna stop for even another 45 minutes.
Look at DFW, please, in the Boeco ongoing.
No.
Holy moly!
My skibbity. Okay, I'm just gonna.
Alright, that's enough.
And look at velocities. I'm not sure how much of it is actually reaching the ground, but like.
Dude, there's a town that's missing one letter to be great. Double
What's the town?
destructive. We got a double destructive severe with our Texas Bow Echo. Baseball-sized hail, damaging wind gusts up to 80 miles an hour. This is an upgrade that happened, it looks like, about 17 minutes ago.
Wait, what's the name of the town?
It's called Runaway Bay.
I don't get what would make it perfect that it doesn't have.
Run away from me, baby. Anyway.
But that not one
Oh,
letter.
wait. You want to look at that one cell? Hold on.
Yeah, make sure you're seeking shelter immediately if you are included in that severe thunderstorm warning. Tornado warning also, this is relatively new. This came out 5 minutes ago. This is for comfort in Warring in Texas. Pretty intense bow echo, bow echo. Pretty intense hook there. Hook echo, large hail, core hail spike. So make sure you're seeking shelter if included in that warning.
D. Davis.
What?
Wasp.
What?
Wasp. Shout out to Arch for the idea.
Again, ongoing tornado over the Kankakee Fish and Wildlife Area, significant debris signature approaching Knox. If you are in Knox, you need to run, do not walk to your safe spot. I can see this going through the north side of Knox, and again, this is a violent tornado most likely. Again, large, intense, deep debris signature. And again, we are still quite a ways from radar. Wow. Yeah, breaking the Radar Omega CC product.
Let's have a lookie.
Again, if this does go through Knox, this could be a devastating situation. Look at those velocities.
Yeah. And by the way, holy chaser convergence to the south.
I just realized Freddy's stream is still up.
Where is it breaking, CC?
If you go to the Fort Wayne radar.
Mm-hmm. Is that KIWX?
I know you're trying to be different, but like just open the radar.
God.
Pop the Mr. Twister hate. That's fine.
Okay, alright, that's enough of the glaze. I can defend myself.
Yeah.
You'd be saying anything is glazed now.
Yep.
So, again, in all seriousness, this is a large and potentially destructive tornado here approaching Knox. And this has been a
For the millionth time.
we have had a tornado outbreak from this one supercell.
I know.
Oh my goodness! Again, new CC scan. This is a violent tornado.
Holy cow. Balloon dust was crazy.
Oh, twins. 12 minutes ago.
Twin dum dum. What have it been?
I would appreciate it if
My
they could,
fault.
like, you know, just be a touch more serious.
I'm going to hop off now.
No!
I gotta get off. Hey, see y'all.
Alright, have a great night. See ya.
Again, we're just now tuning in. Violent tornado now approaching Knox. Again, very large and deep debris signature. The Kankakee Fish and Wildlife Area. Probably a lot of trees hit there. Again, this is going to be going through Knox within the next 15 minutes. If it stays on the ground, north side of town, taking a direct hit. So, again, everybody in the tour warning needs to be in their safe spot, but in particular, we're talking about things like the Born in a Barn Antiques and Gift Store, the Stark County Courthouse, Marathon, Stark County Jail, the Knox Street Department, the Knox Post Office, O's Tap, Keybank, Dollar General, Downtown Depot, even the Fulton School could perhaps be in the direct path of this. You might be Yorks. And again, that debris signature is just gnarly.
There it is.
So again, if you're now tuning in, violent tornado approaching Knox, Indiana. This is one of the stronger tornadoes that we've seen today. Velocities are freaking out. Again, just going back to the Chicago radar, that is a monster tornado there. Again, hopefully it misses Knox, but even if it does, then there's a good chance that we're seeing this go for the Stark County Airport. Again, I'm just going to have to work through the voice cracks right now. That is again a monster debris signature. Again, this is a deadly tornado. This is violent. So again, if you're in Knox, you need to be running, not walking to your safe spot. Oh my goodness, again, tightening velocities, they're still... again, huge debris signature. Over 4 miles wide. Tori?
What?
Somebody just said Tori. I don't know if Omega's just bugging out.
Let me check scope for you.
Oh
Tornado
my goodness,
emergency.
they really did. We have a tornado emergency now in Indiana. Wow. So we have a tornado emergency now for Knox. Again, this is a violent, destructive tornado ongoing.
Wow.
I did not think that they were going to pull the Torii, but there
I'm
we go.
shocked they did that, but it was the right call.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in Knox, you got to get to your safe spot immediately.
Just to reiterate what Davis said, this is the highest level of tornado warning. The National Weather Service is particularly concerned about you guys. In Knox, Illinois, you've got to be in your safe
This is
spot. It's
Indiana.
now or never. Indiana, my bad.
Again, Omega is not updating, which is really frustrating.
Mine won't even load now. Like the warnings, I think they might have just taken a hit on their servers.
But, again, yeah, this is a tornado emergency now. So we are beyond a PDS. Again, this is the highest level of tornado warning that we have. The last time that we had this was like May 19th. When was the time after that? Not even May 19th. It was May 18th. I mean, this is again something that does not happen almost ever.
I feel like we had one maybe in June, a little bit before Enderlin, but other than that, yeah, it's been at least half a year. At
I
least
don't
9
think
months.
we had one before Enderlin. I don't think we did. But either
No.
way, again, this is the first tornado emergency of the year. And again, Omega is just not loading. So I'm gonna try and bring up scope here because I don't want to lose our coverage. I don't even think I have scope on my computer anymore, so we'll just have to screen mirror. But again, this is a tornado emergency now. I forgot that doesn't work anymore either. So I cannot bring up radar right now, guys. Until Omega loads. Again, we have the basic reflectivity velocity correlation coefficient product. But again, this is a catastrophic tornado now. The National Weather Service believes that this tornado has the potential to cause historic and immense damage to whatever it impacts, and it is heading for a populated area, and that is that's what's going on. I am shocked.
just getting some posts out about this since I cannot be live. But absolutely catastrophic situation. Stay in the call here. I should be back in a couple minutes.
Okay.
I'm just gonna deafen.
Again, if you're just now tuning in, we're watching now a tornado emergency for this violent tornado near Knox, Indiana. Again, if you are on the north side of Knox, you need to be underground now. This is likely now hitting the Stark County Airport directly if it's still on the ground. Again, Omega is not loading, and it's not just on my end. She said it's not loading for him either. I don't think it's loading for anybody, but again, this is shocking. So again, just to reiterate here, to kind of go through the Tory wording. This is a tornado emergency for the city of Knox. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. Again, flying debris may be deadly to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Considerable damage to homes, businesses, and vehicles is likely, and complete destruction is also possible. Weather spotters and radar confirm violent, catastrophic tornado near Knox. And again, there's no radar, guys, for the actual warning. I'm sorry. And Scope has it. I mean, I just cannot believe that they issued that. I would not have expected that. It's just horrible. Again, I really want to get this to load on Omega, guys, but again, this is a violent tornado. So again, this is on the north side of Knox. Where's Freddy? He's got this on the ground.
We back. Any changes?
No. Again, still a tornado. Still a tornado emergency.
All right.
And again, you can't really, you can't see it. It's nighttime, it's rain wrapped. This is really about the worst situation you could have, especially if this were to go through Knox. It looks like it missed town, but if it did, it almost definitely hit the airport.
Honestly, just because the airport probably, hopefully, is a safe spot, it might be better that way.
I mean, at the end of the day, though, that's still a huge, huge loss for the airport. I mean, again, if it hit that airport, then I mean, this is obviously it's better than losing lives still, but this is a multi-million-dollar tornado at that point.
Very destructive.
Again, violent tornado ongoing, guys. You know, I just cannot believe that this is happening. Again, I'm trying everything that I can do here to get the warning to pop up, but it is a tornado emergency. Again, Hamlet, you guys are in the direct path of this violent tornado. Same thing with Groverton, Donaldson. You need to be running, not walking to your safe spot. If you know anybody out there, please, please, please make sure that they are okay. Let them know what's going on. If you're just now tuning in, we are watching the highest level of tornado warning that can possibly be issued. Stay in effect here for Knox, Indiana. As one of the most violent tornadoes that we've seen in quite some time stays on the ground here. Maybe it's cluing, maybe we got some broadening velocities there, but again, Tori, you gotta go if you are included in our tornado warnings here. Again, Omega is just, you know, being Omega, but
Yeah, mine logged me out.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Mine logged me out.
Last story, yeah, May 20th. What was the May 20th one? Oh, Huntsville, that's true. So again, it looks like this tornado is occluded and the debris fallout could still be in the atmosphere there, so stay in your safe spot if you're in Hamlet or Knox. I just say that was like the most chill Tory reaction I've ever had on stream. Usually I start freaking out, but I think it helps that I'm not able to see that destructive pink polygon. The pink marker of death.
Yeah, Omega's down.
Oh, thanks, I didn't know.
Skippity.
But, I mean, again, just prayers for Knox. Devastating tornado. We're gonna wait to see the extent of damage, but again, Tori still just kind of shocked that they pulled the card. I mean, that was a monstrous tornado, and I think if there was one to do it on a night, it would have been this one. Just because we knew ahead of time that this was at least going to go near Knox. This really does feel like whatchamacallit, an Essex, Iowa situation.
Just because at the same time it's kind of underwhelming.
Well, and I don't even think it's just that. I think that it's, you know, we're at the end of a big day, and it is dark out. It's in the upper Midwest. It is A tornado that just barely missed a town by going to the northwest of it, which is exactly what happened with Essex. I mean, again, this is a good thing. I don't want to make it out to be like this is something that's disappointing, because it's definitely not. It's more so just surprising than anything else.
Essex went north of town?
Yes.
That's not how I remember it.
It went, or sorry, no, I guess that went south of town, because it went between Essex and Shenandoah. But,
That's what I was thinking.
is the Tory still there?
Let me have a look for you. Yeah, my Omega just says I'm offline now. They
They
issued a new warning. It's a PDS. The
So,
Tory's still there. Wait, no, it's not. It's gone. Very short-lived.
it's not. It's not gone.
You sure?
Is Omega back? No, it's not gone. It's up on Scoop. And Omega's not back.
Oh, okay, it's still there. It did get canceled, though.
What do you mean?
Look at the text.
Tornado emergency for City of Knox.
Yeah, yours must have not updated.
What does it say?
Because it's not flashing anymore. It says the tornado emergency for East Central Stark County has been canceled.
Oh, there we go. Just updated.
Tornado warning that was previously in effect has been reissued for downstream.
Again, I think this tornado's occluding, and honestly, that might. I don't want to say it will be, but it might be the end of the supercell.
So Otter said that was Illinois' largest hail in history.
Yep.
6 inches. So what was it warned for?
5 inch. It was 5 inches, not 6 inches.
No. He said it got beaten.
No, it was previously 475.
Mm. No, but when I said Capucci found the 5 inch, he said somebody beat it.
No, he didn't. You're lying to me now.
What?
You're lying to me now.
Oh.
No, we should not be this casual. That just feels like that feels like a fever dream, Tori.
That feels like Enderlin just happened and we were still making jokes about young Sheldon because Sheldon was near it. You remember that?
I wasn't. You bozo.
Promise you were, but okay.
I wasn't. We can watch back the chat, buddy.
No, you were live.
Well, no, I wasn't live. I was with Jesse.
Oh, then he was. I don't even know.
Yeah, I know you don't. No.
Thank you.
Again, I am still kind of in shock as to what just happened.
What did just happen?
There was a tornado emergency.
Okay, now I'm up to speed.
No problem. I promised mother that I would work on some homework by 9. So whilst I don't want this to be it, that's it for at least right now. Maybe we come back and do a very, very, very short recap stream later. Boys, I got hit by this. In Knox.
Please rate Vincent. Who said they got hit by this?
That hockey player, he says his house is gone.
You know, something tells me he's not truthing with us. Because I don't think when your house gets destroyed, the first thing you do is find a YouTube channel whose live chat you've never been present in before.
No, he's been there before. He's truthful. Well,
okay,
we'll see tomorrow on the survey, but
guess I'll be at your house surveying. Yeah, I see that you've been in here before now, but still, I mean, no offense, Davis, but if my house got slabbed, I probably wouldn't be in your chat as the first thing that I would do.
Again, if you are just joking, that's really not too funny to come in and say, because I did, truthfully, I did believe you for at least a second.
Yeah, me too. And there are people that did actually have that happen.
So you were in Knox and your house got destroyed and it's gone.
I don't know, I don't buy it for some reason.
I don't know, I mean, if you're being serious, we're sorry, but we've just had too many people come in and say this before after a big event.
Yeah, I think Ryan Hall's going to come next and say, Davis, great work. Remember that?
Anyway, I gotta end off stream here. Again, if you seriously got hit, I will talk further tomorrow. But for right now, I do have to depart again. I don't want to, but it's almost 9. So
go to Mr. Storm's stream.
Do what?
Said go to Mr. Storm's stream.
Yes, do that. Goodbye.